Freyja's Blessing Tournament recorded games, just as good as the tournament live. We've got another, and actually it's the last quarterfinals match. Kimo, the old Frenchman, the probably the tournament favorite, versus Tigerboss. Kind of a new challenger approaches. Tigerboss from Turkey. So France versus Turkey quarterfinals of the Freyja's Blessing tournament. And I'm not alone today. I've got Ryfang with me, not sitting next to me, but he's on the radio waves with me, and we are going to get right into
We're in the
this.
same country at least.
Yeah, at least we're in the same country. We can, which is actually really far away, even though we're in the same country, because America's big. America just had its birthday, 270, no, 246th birthday. We are 246 years old. Hooray! All right, you guys should be able to see the game, and we are going to get right into this. Kimo versus Tigerboss. Hello, Nemo Noom, Spaced Monkey. Good to have you guys on board. And we're going to jump right into it. If the sound is messed up, let me know. Ooh! Ra versus Oranos. So Tigerboss is an Oranos player, I believe, by trade. And he's our red color in the top left. And we've got Kimo on the bottom right, who is a Ra player by trade. So both of their mains on the first map, Savannah. And do you remember how to... What's the command? No. Hold on. Do you remember how to get the resources updating automatically in the corner? Do you remember the command?
Somebody asked this and solved it the other day. I don't know if it was you or somebody else.
I think I might have figured it out. But no, so the first map in every series, okay, we got it, is Savannah. So we've got Savannah versus Ra. Savannah versus Ra. We've got Oranos versus Ra on Savannah. What do you think of this matchup? And then I'll give you my thoughts.
I think this tournament in general is very generous to our Atlantean Oranos players because this is a pretty good Oranos map to start things off automatically. On an open map like this, the Oranos can put the Egyptian in some trouble because that second gold is not always going to be in a great spot here. So the Oranos with the Terma trading strongly against any potential chariot archers or the compositions that the Egyptian player would use in any of the other three matchups can get Egyptians in trouble if they're not careful.
Yeah, now we do have a quick comment. We're gonna pause it. All right, so quick behind the scenes fix of some audio. We should be a little bit better. And Ryfang was talking how Oranos has a good matchup here, mainly because of how open the map is, and I do agree. I feel like as a Ra player, I always was the most scared, and still am the most scared of Oranos. Like other civs, I feel like I could go in the game and be pretty decent, but against Oranos on Savannah, it can be really tough. Now, Kimo does have a really nice back gold mine, which is going to help him a lot. And it's also really easily walled here.
It's good, but that's still a pretty heavy distance to wall, and the Oranos can definitely attack through there. I mean, I think a 2-tower protected gold would be better than that. I think Tigerboss can still pressure that gold a little bit if he bursts through the wall.
Yeah, it
He
depends.
does also have a pretty close gold mine to his second TC there. That
Yes.
is nicer than the starting one.
Yes, this is more important because...
And he's going to scout it.
Yeah. And we've got the... This is actually a really good relic, too. He's carrying the Bridle of Pegasus, because Ra scouting is just awful, like moving into Heroic Age. And he'll have a Pegasus by then, which is really going to help out. Yeah, and he's already walling this off. He's got... Ooh, I think there may be...
I doubt it. I think he's smart enough to know how to close that gap.
I don't know. It's close. Because Oranos units, for whatever reason, they can fit in gaps that most normal gods wouldn't be able to. Kimo's got a pretty
Did
crappy...
Kimo go hunting dogs, or did he go husbandry?
He went husbandry, but he doesn't have any goats. So, like, this
Obviously, it's
is...
helpful for early farms, so he's going to be, okay, maybe going Bast here with the early farms.
Oh, man.
Not even enough food to get,
He's one food short! He's at 399! 400, there we go!
This might be one of the worst raw early build orders I've ever seen.
Wow, one food
Also
short.
investing, see, like I said, I thought that wall could be exploited a bit because it was so long, and he's already going for a second layer, realizing that as well.
So, because of what happened with... He only got one goat, which is the problem. I wonder if... I didn't watch to see if Tigerboss stole the goats away, but it's almost like he did. Because...
Maybe Kimo was goat scouting and it got caught.
I don't know, but yeah, this... Because now it's forcing him to go Bast, because he really can't afford to go Ptah anymore, because he would have no food, you know? So he has to make these farms.
Bast isn't too terrible in this matchup anyway, so...
It's not.
It's going to be so helpful early on, so...
But it's not... Bast, if you mean to go Bast, is okay. But he didn't really mean to, so it's a lot slower than what it should be. He should be getting plow right away for a rain pretty soon. He does have his 50 wood. And yeah, we're going to see just a little pressure here, just a few
Plow just
Terma.
came in.
What's that?
Plow did come
just
in.
yeah.
Any signs of a second monument to go heavy Sphinx, or...
No, see, that's a problem too, is that he should have that second monument. Now, as Tigerboss here, he should see there's not a whole lot for him to pressure. And as soon as he scouts this armory being built, he needs to grab a second town center. Because he's not going to pressure this unless he really puts a lot to the attack here. Like, he can try to come in here, but it's just going to take so long without any Prometheans or Murmillos. Like, it would really honestly be better for him to hit and run on the farms at this point.
Is that Avil going for the second TC to the top? I hope so.
Yeah, it looks like it. So he's a little bit... His eco management is a little bit off right now. He's got not enough food and a lot of wood.
Making Murmillo or something?
No.
He doesn't even have a...
Doesn't have anything.
Barracks.
This villager?
Oh!
Come on. She's gonna auto. Now you can run up and kill it now. There.
Oh, there's no reason to lose that Vil.
No, it's a pretty bad mistake there to lose that.
Is going second monument. I like that.
Yeah, it's just so much slower than what it could be. It was a tough spawn for him because the starting hunt was really low, and then he had to go to chicken, and then only had one goat, so it was tougher for him. But could have been a little bit better.
Should Tigerboss have gotten out a Promethean or two to help chip away at that wall?
I think yes, because just a little pressure that you put on it. Yeah, the Pharaoh can come, but honestly, just having the Pharaoh not empowering is worth producing a
We'll pay
Promethean.
for the Promethean or
Right.
fight instantly.
Right. I also don't know why if Mr. Pharaoh here, who is OG Nenny J, isn't empowering the town center right now. Because he really should be. And now we're through the first
That
wall.
raw upgrade doesn't, or the best farming upgrade doesn't give any benefit without the second irrigation, correct?
I don't... It might... No, it doesn't with rain. It barely gives anything with rain. There's some differing opinions, but yeah, generally you need irrigation in order for it to work. We've got a Sphinx here, and the heroes are chasing the Sphinx. I would have liked...
Hero village, you're building that, right?
Nope.
Well, you should have a hero
You
villager
should.
building it
Yes.
get faster. There's no reason that you couldn't have Valor'd
Right.
that villager that went to build
He's
it.
got a hero villager
Make
right
it one of
here.
your hero villagers that was there. Do you remember off the top of your head what the time difference in build time of the TC is? For
I
normal
don't.
this hero?
It's a decent time difference. What I don't
Hero
like.
villagers do build the TC faster. That's why
Yes.
I'm saying it should be a hero villager, not for the protection from the myth unit, but because it builds faster.
Yes. What I don't like though is that Tigerboss never got on the gazelle or the zebra. And now his heroes are out of position. Oh, this is gonna be close. He's gonna have to burn a shockwave. Just shockwave. It's not worth it. Yeah, I don't know who wins this fight. Looks like the Sphinx
Sure,
wins
it's
it.
somewhat close, but just any pressure here
Yeah.
just shouldn't be happening. It's not like he's doing anything on the other end. There's no reason
Right.
there shouldn't have been heroes protecting that
Right.
grass.
It should have been here. Sphinx is just being so annoying. Hello, Saji, too cool. But yeah, look at all this hunt that's just sitting up here. And it's kind of
You can
slowing.
still take it later on, but obviously you probably want to take it early for
Yeah.
a higher gather rate, and so you don't have to invest in farms, but instead he's invested in 5 farms
Right.
already.
And you got this right here, and he's farming. And the problem too is now that Kimo's mythic, or heroic, but he's going mythic. So just interesting.
This is a really low gold map too.
It doesn't have actually a ton of food either, like for Savannah. But this should have been hunted. There's no reason to have all of this. I mean, he's even got his goats that he hasn't used yet. So really questionable eco management by Tigerboss, because like there's only 2 Sphinx.
Going heroic?
Yes, no, he's not.
That's the other thing. You kind of need the heroic and the Arcus out to deal with the Son of Osiris. Like he should know it's coming at this point. And you really need the Arcus so then the Termite to deal with the Son of Osiris.
Yeah, and here comes some. Ooh, he's got both upgrades on the Sphinx too. That makes him really good. Kimo could do a fast. No, he doesn't. He needs a little bit.
Strat.
He needs a little. You need to get on your second gold mine for just a little bit. So he doesn't quite have that. So
Honestly,
he's.
with what Tigerboss has out on the map and the Son of Osiris, I feel like Kimo could secure his second gold pretty
Oh
easily.
yeah, he can. He'll have an Avenger, or no, he'll have Osiris, some slingers.
Second Scarab coming out. Is he gonna like shift the Eclipse, try to steal a TC? I don't see the benefit of a second Scarab at the moment. I don't think it helps.
No. Your benefit from that is just so slow. It looks like though he's going to just push out. He's gonna do Slinger, Axeman,
Son of Osiris push.
Son of Osiris
Tigerboss
push.
can't stop the push.
Which Tigerboss, he doesn't want to fall in the trap of trying to fight it. He just falls back, and should age up. Because actually Contarius would tear this combination up.
Shockwave, Contarius, Surround is another great way of dealing with the Son of Osiris.
But, okay, now he's going up Hyperion.
I like that decision.
Yeah, I like it too.
At least one of the myth units, and he only
Right.
has so many units to begin with, so even the unit conversion is helpful. Bird and Dryad also just get shredded by the Son of Osiris, which makes it even easier.
Yeah. Cyrus doesn't help a whole lot here. It's just such a small army, but it can do some damage. And it's like it kind of baits the Oranos into fighting because it looks like there's not much there. But okay, he's doing the right thing. He actually maybe want to force an Eclipse now. I think if he were to fight,
Lead with like a Shockwave, try to pick a Sphinx or two, and then
yeah.
it goes
Oh,
off.
well, jeez. Oh, well, this isn't good.
That's a really good engagement.
Oh, the Chaos too is so good. Got on the Mummy. And now here's the Eclipse, but it's too late. He needed
One
an
of the
Eclipse.
Sphinxes is 80% dead. Do you focus the myth units with the heroes,
Yes.
Hurt on the side of Osiris.
Yeah, he's getting shredded on the back end by all of this.
I don't think that Satyr was attacking it. Units are
No, it
conceding.
wasn't. No, see, as soon as the Eclipse gets used, you just gotta go back. Because the,
He had so many heroes killing the two Sphinx who do so much damage during Eclipse, they could have easily just instantly died with the amount of heroes he had.
yeah, instead they were chasing Osiris, and until you kill Osiris, all the damage you do to him is pointless. So, the mummy is attacking the son of Osiris. So that might have cost it for Tigerboss there, just sticking in it and trying to kill Osiris.
I know it's hard, but just he's got line of sight, but he should have just had a couple Terma even just to harass the gold and slow down the gold.
Right.
You know, I was just been able to freely take that second gold when there's no reason Tigerboss could have split it 3 or 4 Termas to at least harass it.
And Tigerboss is just throwing so many units away. Oh, that was such a bad engagement for Tigerboss. Like, he should send probably 2 Contarius down to this gold mine.
Honestly, even just side building, like a barracks early on, because you know Kimo, that's literally the only gold on Kimo's side of the map. You know he's going to go for it.
Yeah.
So
don't fight this if you don't need to. Like, the Arcus here need to be shooting
damage. Yeah.
They need to shoot Osiris.
Oh, bit of a misplay by Kimo here.
Ooh, that took a ton of HP down.
He's running the Arcus into the slings, and the Contarius are in the back. It's
like this.
He's blocking his own units.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he should be winning this fight, but the units are just chasing the son of Osiris and running right into the slinger fire.
Oh, 13 hit points. He's gonna get away. Yeah, he just lost so many units. I think this town center might stand though, which that's big. Despite all of this, like, Kimo's army is just so bad.
Any sort of raid had happened on Kimo's gold, it pretty much would be GG. But now he's gonna get the mingle up and have the gold secure, whereas it's been exposed for the
little side raid here with the Sphinx. It's nice.
Did he get 2 vills?
Yeah, I got 2 vills, and we'll likely kill this one too.
2 vills that shouldn't have died because
dude, he's got 13 hit points.
Melted.
13 hit points. Okay, 1 Sphinx is dead. Oh man.
I still like Murmelo here against slingers. They just kind of tank damage.
Yeah, the Merms, now that there's no Axeman, you definitely should be transitioning to Murmelo. Definitely should. So Tigerboss still at 130 pop. He's got more pop than Kimo. Kimo now is grabbing the second town center. And yes, David, Age of Mythology will always live on. If it's just me playing, me and my son playing someday, we'll keep it on. Still playing. Oh, there we go. The thing you need Contarius for, though, you need them for the miss units. And now he's going to finally do the raid.
I mean, the son of Osiris is dead, like 99% dead. He's been on 2 TCs to Kimo's 1 TC. Lost a few vills, but should be ahead on the vill count. He's taking a 3rd TC, which I like. Way too many people don't take them in time, and then Kimo can just take it, and then...
I don't get this. If you've got all of your villies over here...
Eventually that'll run out, so...
Right,
you can get some safe mining and split and not have it run out, and then all of a sudden have to transition all your vills at once. I think it's good.
Almost got him.
It's fine. Idles the vills sometime, didn't take damage, it's good.
Yeah, it's got to watch out here, don't get caught. Don't get caught.
He also didn't, he went Hyperion rather than Thea, so he doesn't get the speed upgrade on the Contarius, so all the more reason to switch back to the Murmelo play.
Oh, see, like right now, these Contarius, and he even upgraded them, they don't give him anything anymore. It's just not worth it. I don't know why these Camel are running away. They could have just sat here for a while. See, Osiris, he just got 13 hit points. And down he goes.
Alright, snipe the Son of Osiris, but he's gonna lose his whole army in the process. From...
Yeah. I mean, he only needed to send like 2 Arcus in, and they would have killed him.
I don't think there was even a rush to kill it. It wasn't empowering the trade yet or anything. So just kind of useless.
Well, at this point, the question in chat is what's better, Hyperion or Thea now? Like, Hyperion helps you kind of survive the Osiris push because you can use Chaos to insta grab one of the myth units, but long range, Hyperion doesn't give you a whole lot. And so you kind of miss out, like, making all these
I honestly
Contarius.
would have liked that he's got 70 favor. I would have liked to see some the myth units come out now that the Son of Osiris is dead. They kind of shred
the barracks units.
Exactly.
Oof, this is gonna be rough here. Oh, that's a decent chaos there, but they're still chasing the villager. Yeah, I don't like this gold mine here because realistically you can move forward to this gold mine, and now you just split up your villagers and you're gonna lose probably 3, maybe, depends if he can hold this. And like these Arcus just slowly wandering in are just gonna get destroyed here by the slingers if the slingers start attacking the Arcus.
There's nothing positive to say about this fight.
No, except for this, the Sphinx. The Chaos Sphinx is doing well. Alright, we've got Tartarian Gate used. I missed it, but it was kind of in a dump spot anyway. And we've got the
that on the
finishing
gold.
down.
Kill them mid-goal and have it on the golds, because that location just...
Yeah, the gold mine's almost done. I would have rather have probably seen it on this town center, I think. But like the base Tartarian Gate...
There's no value there. That, like...
Yeah, what are you gonna get?
Can come out, the vills that are raw vills,
yeah.
mercenary possibility, just... Little surprised he's... Alright, we got the myth units out, finally.
Alright, here comes...
I guess the gate did distract Kimo a bit, so...
Yeah, but if you put it here, you can hit a gold mine along with it. I don't know if Tigerboss knows about this one in the corner. Oh, he doesn't. Ooh, that's...
He should know Kimo's trade might be set up.
Yeah.
I guess he does have that one oracle down there, so if the trade does start and goes through the walls, he might spot the trade. And Kimo doesn't have his trade. He built the market, but hasn't started the trade, so... It's actually Tigerboss. It's not over.
It's not. Kimo's... What's catching up to Kimo is the fact that he was on one town center for so long. So as he started having to replace his units, he just didn't have that. And oh man, these Satyr could do some work here. What are you running for? Yeah, don't run. You could kill these. Tigerboss might take this actually, because Kimo all of a sudden, like when you
just said,
so
there was a big Vil difference to begin with, and now Kimo's about to lose 15 Vils.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean they're not getting a lot of value out of this. There's also Masons.
Killing a palace and losing 15 Vils is not a good thing.
And a couple scarabs as well. We don't have just a shockwave left, and in the end, after all the kind of unkind things we maybe said about Tigerboss, I think he's gonna get this unless he really screws this up at this point. Because Kimo's economy, let's take a look.
Where did things go wrong from Kimo's perspective? Just the crappy early build and not enough eco? Like,
yes.
He should have taken a second TC sooner, potentially.
But you take your TC after your push, so the TC timing is okay. It's just he had a pretty bad build, which kind of delayed everything. And I also think he maybe
not protecting the Son of Osiris. Like he didn't get a lot of value out of. He got almost no value out of the Son of Osiris.
Yeah,
like he almost would have been better off just playing defensive and using it defensively.
Yeah. It helped him win that first big fight, but then after that, he kind of didn't do a whole lot.
It helped him win the fight, but at the same time, it didn't really. It just was a just used it as bait. It just ran away and didn't fight and lost half its health in that first fight.
I like to see these satyrs. They're pretty good.
Just really good, and then it also forces Kimo to build priests, which take a lot of gold in a situation where he doesn't have access to a lot of gold, and then the priests aren't really worth anything besides dealing with them, so expensive in a resource he doesn't have, and then useless once the satyr are gone.
Comes a couple fire siphon. No trade route though, that's going to hurt. Because eventually this gold mine, if we get to that long, will run out. Do we have crenellations? We don't. Yo, Soy Flacco, hello. How's the volume for you? Sound pretty good? Between me game and Rife? What's this relic over here? Villagers 10% movement speed. That's pretty good even for Atlanteans. Just because it makes them that much more mobile. Here comes the fire
I also like that he
push.
got rid of the destroyers and went straight to the fire siphons.
Yes.
Those fire siphons are just so strong against Egyptian because their melee units are just kind of so weak.
Yeah, if you can afford the mercs, your fire siphons kind of fade, but Kimo can't afford the mercs. And OG Nenny JJ is now back to second, but he has nothing to get on these fire siphon, and we've only got 2200 HP left.
This is forcing all the farms to go idle too, so I mean he's already massively ahead, and it's just the rich are getting richer here.
Yeah, here comes a couple mercs though. They will defend.
Honestly,
I don't know why he retreated the fire siphon.
I don't. It's just one merc.
Yeah. Okay, they're back. Oh, and then Kimo just resigns. Man, Tigerboss, he was a little shaky there in the mid game. Lost a lot of units, but Kimo just a little bit too far behind in economy, and didn't do enough to keep Tigerboss on the back foot there in like the middle of the game. I feel like Kimo could have like pressured gold maybe a little bit more to distract. And maybe that Tartarian gate did more than we thought. Let's take a look at the post game and see how many vills died with Tartarian gate. Not a ton, but it distracted Kimo. What really hurt Kimo more was that really random attack on the
Well, he ran out of gold.
palace.
There just was a crappy map to begin with for a raw player, which is not a lot of golds. And obviously he ran out and tried to go for another one. Just
wow. Like we can see how slow Tigerboss was to get going. But yeah, this is a difference where you can just villager. I mean, Kimo's at 40 and Tigerboss is at 26 essentially, which so times that by almost 3. And Kimo's yeah, only 40 and Tigerboss is at full vill. So that's where Tigerboss finally stabilizes around
TC
here.
graph. How long was Tigerboss on 2 TCs? Yeah, there we go. Look at that difference.
Yeah,
Was
this
that like
one.
How many minutes was that?
This was 9 minutes to 17, so we're talking
So, yeah,
about 8
8-minute
minutes.
advantage. That
Yeah.
was where the game was decided. Despite all the plays and everything else we criticized, that was kind of the deciding factor right there.
Yeah, so you can see, mistakes by both players. Kimo with a pretty rough early build. Tigerboss taking a few too many fights he shouldn't have fought and losing units, but then did a nice job of turning it back around. And was able to just kind of overwhelm with the economy difference. So let's give Tigerboss his well-deserved 1 win in this best of 3, and Kimo down by 1.
Like, second Scarab from Kimo just got no value. That's 300 food early that he invested into it, and I don't think he pushed when the Eclipse was active with the Scarabs. I think they dove into the TC.
Yeah, they were late.
The Eclipse was
I would have rather seen
over,
another
so then
Sphinx.
they didn't even take the TC down. So
another thing that hurt Kimo was the slow second monument. He could have really had at least 4 Sphinx on that push.
And he lost one to start the fight. Like it wasn't even a shockwave. He just ran into Tigerboss's army without fighting.
Like if he
and lost the Sphinx before Eclipse was even cast.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, he should have eclipsed before a chaos came in. You just preemptively, like once you're here, you might as well just Eclipse. It's going to last a minute and like 15 seconds. So like he was all the way here and then started losing units, or maybe he was right here, somewhere around here. But once you reach the middle of the map, you might as well just Eclipse. But anyway, let's get on to game number 2. So Tigerboss can't go Oranos anymore. So I don't know what kind of player he is without Oranos. So here we are. Game number 2. He goes Gaia versus Set on Marsh. So this must be Kimo's home map, picking Marsh. And he's going to go forward with the Pharaoh for some reason. Guess grabbing a...
There are a lot of relics on this
relic?
map, so yeah, with vision, maybe he'll pick a preferred relic and grab it.
We got Blue Crystal Shard for plus 5% gather rate. And we've got Ring of the Nebuling for 18 free gold a minute. Every little bit counts. But yeah, so we got Kimo on the bottom versus Tigerboss on the top as Gaia. There's no way Kimo loses this, right? Space Monkey. He shouldn't. Set can abuse Gaia, especially with this gold mine. You do a 4-minute age up here, you could probably sit on this gold mine and maybe win the game as Set. So you age up it a little bit after 4, shift sands, your Wadget, Pharaoh, 2 priests, animals. There's no way that this gets held. And the other one you have, this gold mine here, isn't very good for the Gaia either, with where it's at. And the other one is way over here. So I could potentially see this being like a 7-minute game if Kimo does that. It looks like he's a little slow though in getting gold, so I don't think he's going to age up fast enough. So we'll see maybe a little bit more standard game.
Kimo aggressive that often? I know he's more of a boomy player, so...
I don't know if I've ever seen Kimo play Set. I mean, Egyptian is Egyptian, but Set is kind of a completely different play style than Ra. But, you know, the
I wouldn't be shocked if we just see him do like a 2TC boom type set play that he's so...
Yeah, I mean, he's got a nice town center here. I don't know why, though. Generally, you try to convert your opponent's hunt. So this priest should probably be up here, rather than converting the hunt that's right next to the town center anyway. Just little things. And the Pharaoh's coming forward to...
harass or grab a relic, or both?
Probably both, but he doesn't have it. There's his temple. Okay, so he's a little bit of a bad build here.
Second game in a row, which again, from somebody who plays Egyptian as much as Kimo, it's a little surprising that we get 2 sloppy build orders back to back.
Yeah. It's a lot of idle town center time here, about 10 seconds, and now he's aging up. Anubis. Interesting.
If the priest and pharaoh are already forward, then you can drop the serpents on the gold. I've seen that a lot lately.
But he went all the way forward just to get the blue crystal shard, which I guess is okay, but I don't think there was a rush. He should have, rather than have 5 villagers build the temple, it would have been just as fast, almost, to have 1 villager with the pharaoh empowering it. So, inefficiencies. Our Gaia player, how does the Gaia player play this? He's going up with Leto.
Step 1 is to avoid early pressure from the shifting sands. So,
oh, there's no shifting
leave
sands.
any of your villagers out of your base or in a position. Maybe even get an early tower upgrade preemptively, because that normally helps deal with like the pressure if they want to run around your base. But at the same time, that gold, like you said earlier, is just in an awful spot that the tower upgrade's not going to help protect it. Kind of is as bad of a gold as you can get from the Gaia perspective.
What he could have done, though, you get 4 charges of the trees. I think Gaia players undervalue the path blocking you can get. If he does a tree here,
Tree and then wall.
and a tree here, he can be safe all the way up to like here and still have one tree where it is now. So he could have, like, see, now he's doing the trees, but it's just too late, and it's kind of a crappy spot because this is going to leave path to the left and the right. This is actually, this tree spot here is good for Kimo because it's going to make a choke point here, whereas Pharaoh and Priest can kind of just shoot through here. You got the Anubite in. Oh, they pick up
Spiders eating
all
the gazelle.
the
I don't know if
animals.
I've ever seen that.
Oh, that's so bad. The full. And there's this. See, this could have, just with a little bit better, just tree here, here, and maybe your fourth one here, and now what does he do?
Mellow for nothing.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just gonna try to ignore it and go for the other gold.
This is the far gold. Why wouldn't you go on this one?
What's his vision in terms of what he scouted? Losing a bunch of units to the surface is also not.
He didn't scout it! How can your scouting be this bad? Like, look how much he scouted. His scouting is terrible. Wow. That itself can just cost the game for him.
Is Kimo what's Kimo following up? What's this up with? 2 TC.
The town center.
So
Like,
no
if he
additional
would have,
pressure at least.
if he would have just gone all out pressure, he would have gold starved. I think Kimo's grabbing a third one. Yeah, so Kimo's following up this pressure with 3 town centers. It's the safer play. Because the Gaia player here is really far behind. So Kimo's already got 2 town centers, building a third. He's got all the monkeys he could want.
What does Tigerboss have for upgrades? Is he just totally...
Pickaxe, hand axe, and channels already. It's a weird one to get this early.
I like it early, because I think he had it when he sent his villagers over to take that other gold mine, so that's...
Yeah, that does help. Yeah, there you go. It's just chase after. So what Tiger needs to try to do is...
Wait, did Tigerboss not have line of sight of that TC that Kimo just took?
I don't know. Nope. Yeah, like I said, this is really bad scouting for Tigerboss. Like, he doesn't have this gold mine.
Invested all that resources into this massive army, and then you just let your opponent take a forward TC for free.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have potentially... Not potentially, he would have prevented it if he would have just gone down there right away. Because as soon as you see this second town center get built, you have to know that there's no pressure beyond this first pressure. These snakes are still... Just send like one automaton up here. Oh wow, really aggressive eggs. I guess he gets 3 of them, but now you can just put a building over it. Like, why, you might as well, if you're Kimo, just throw an armory on top of it. Now Kimo, let's see, does he have, I guess he's still got plenty of pigs. And he can, if he really needs to, he can spawn gazelle from his Pharaoh. This is where it hurts a little bit. The fact that he, oh, he's got another Aurochs pack down here. But the fact that he converted his boar. And we've got Tigerboss grabbing a second town center, but he's just so far behind.
This is the same scenario of last game where one player has been ahead on TCs for just so long that it's probably just going to be GG based on how long Kimo's been on 3 TCs compared to the one for Tigerboss.
And the unfortunate thing is that Gaia, without the Oranos speed buff, just the units are so slow. You can't really raid. Like, this army here will destroy the Gaia army. Maybe lose a villager. Okay, well, killed a villager and then retreated. So all right. But yeah, that's just Tigerboss needs to grab this town center as quickly as he can. because what he's trying to make an army to fight isn't going to work. He's got to grab his town center while he has the chance. He's going up Rhea. I don't like the Rhea rush. He's going to try to temple push.
Actually, I do like it. I think Kimo, especially if Kimo hasn't secured that many additional secondary golds to make enough priests to deal with it, I think you can kind of catch the Egyptian off guard. Plus, I honestly think like we just talked about, he's so far behind on villagers and TC time.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta try something.
Kind of needs to go for it, because otherwise he's just going to be outboomed.
But he's going for Arcus Behemoth, and Kimo's already got tons of slingers. I mean, he's set.
You're gonna go for Murmala.
No, he's gonna be making Arcus.
Get the medium upgrade, get the pierce armor upgrade, and heavy upgrade, and then you can push, and the slingers just become useless.
No, he's definitely going with he's gonna be going Arcus. See, now he's got to run off this spot here. He probably has some.
So it's coming as well because he can see the temple.
Yep.
Don't. Okay, it's gonna spawn. Oh no, wait. What happened? Did he deleted?
He deleted his first temple.
Did he at least garrison the behemoth inside?
Yes, it's in here.
Okay, I was gonna say.
But like,
popped out and died.
Oh, he's making Cantarius. That's even worse. You just can't make enough Cantarius to fight this, especially getting pushed off of Hunt.
And Kimo's got the pop advantage, so now that Kimo's got a pretty much full pop army, you're just kind of, it makes your Cantarius and units even worse because you're going to be fighting down 15 pop.
Yeah. I think there's room here for like Satyr Arcus potentially, because a Satyr can do pretty well against the slingers. But yeah, Tigerboss just doesn't have an army. He's never gonna get this town center now. He's got these these Cantarius queued up, but what is he gonna do with them? Nothing. It's just so food heavy. He used Trader on that Anubite. Another thing too, Cantarius are so... Our Gaia doesn't have Satyr. My bad.
The expert level casting
this,
here.
Yes, this is a battle board better. You guys. Yeah, if he could have got Bragi here, the Gaia would have had a chance. Don't lose your Behemoth. Let him regenerate. Oh no. Oh, they're gonna get maybe a couple picks here. But anyway, okay, getting a few spider grabs. But non-Oranos Cantarius are just pretty clunky. Oh, I do like that he's got the extra kind of armory tech here. So maybe with all these slingers, I think this army will do well now. So maybe this Cantarius spam was a bit of a surprise, but they don't have the chase potential that Oranos ones do. But this is turning out pretty well, actually, because Kimo went too far forward. And picking off a lot of units, and then these spearmen are just kind of getting funneled into their death. I love that. So, turned out this is really good here, this little fight here for Tigerboss, but now he's got a lot.
I'd like to see him hit Kimo's golds, both sides, now that he's kind of, although that one's walled in, but that one's open.
He does actually have that scouted. Okay, you can get on this. Spears are coming, we gotta get some Arcus out. Gotta get some Arcus out. We only have one. Oh, he's gonna try to age up to Mythic Tigerboss is? I would rather see the town center. I mean, I guess you would get Implode. Right?
I like the Tart Gate, especially since it's set and not raw. I think
Yeah.
the turret gate on a TC can
Yeah.
eliminate a bunch of eco, and hopefully, if you can keep his army distracted, even turret gate can
Oh.
take down a TC.
He's getting implode. Well, implode? No, implode. The one situation implode works really well on is barracks units. It destroys barrack units. It basically one-shots all of them, which is really good. I mean, you can wipe an entire army of barracks units. So if Tigerboss can win this fight and force more barracks units and then use implode here, he'll kill a ton along with building damage. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep this pressure up, though.
Not a good fight here.
No, not a good fight at all. Well, the Scorpion Man trader turns it around a little bit. But yeah, now that we've got heavy spearmen against the unupgraded Catarius.
You like that palace securing the TC and giving a forward position to make siege from.
He just needed this town center sooner. But the Arcus on the backline are starting to rain down a little bit of some damage, but you gotta use implode aggressively. Implode here doesn't give a whole lot, so he's got to hold on to it. He's 90% up. You can't use implode here. You gotta win this fight and use it down here. But I don't think he's gonna be able to win it, so he's gonna have to almost implode his own base, maybe.
Problem is, Kimo can just kind of reinforce to implode here.
I mean, you could wait a little bit. I mean, I don't know. At this point, I think you should have. Yeah, he waited. I mean, I was undecided, and he should have because he let this.
Kimo's at 160 pop. He's not gonna win that. Does he even have fortified TC? Or I can look on the screen. Yeah, he does. No, he doesn't. So yeah, Kimo's up 30 pop. So you're not gonna be winning any fight anytime soon when you're fighting down 30 pop.
Yeah. Well, you can see every barracks unit is sucked up died right away. This is implode versus barracks units is good. But the downside is barracks units are so cheap, you can kind of just respawn them right away, which is why it has to be used aggressively in conjunction with an attack, because now Kimo can just replenish everything. Though he's holding on resources.
That, given where he was in the game, I think that was a very good implode.
It was the best he was going to get.
Time to get that TC up.
It was the best he was going to have. He just could have, when you first asked should he use implode, he should have right away. Which I was a little iffy, so he, I guess, was a little iffy too. We have...
Kimo have line of sight that the TC's going up? Probably not.
Nope.
You almost want to fight here. You don't want to fall back and give Kimo line of sight.
Yeah. You don't want to. Nice job with the Arcus picking off the priest. This Behemoth will actually tank quite a bit of damage here. So that's good. If he can get on the Pharaoh, who is the Ginger Adonis, the third. Though the Arcus here probably shouldn't be shooting at the siege tower. Yeah, this is still close. There's a nice little mid-game push here for Tigerboss. Just he does get the town center up, but we've got H4, we got Horus coming, and that's probably gonna wipe all this up. And that tornado is gonna be a huge power swing. I like all the Arcus. Arcus do well in this situation.
Okay, good. Fortified TC is coming. I think that's, you can't fight down pop as Atlantean with your weaker unit, so he needs to even out the pop. He got the TC, now the fortified TC's coming.
It's scary. He looks like he's in a decent spot, Tigerboss, but he's only at 120 pop right now, and he has no resources in the bank, and Tornado's about to come in, and it's gonna wipe all of this, I think. And that'll probably be the GG right there.
Kimo is just, he's got a safe gold still, and then another gold that hasn't been locked down. So
yeah. Oh, no, don't retreat! You're gonna get in the tornado. Yeah, it's gonna kill the town center. 2,800 hit points, and now there's nothing left behind it. So town center down, another building down, and now these Arcus are gonna get sucked up too. Whee! I'm flying, Mom.
Good god power usage this game.
Oh, yeah, that's that.
Just TCs, like your Atlantean, your advantage is the early army and map control, so to let your opponent just take his third TC uncontested is just, I mean, you deserve to lose if that happens.
Man, I was a little worried about his gold mine, but yeah, it's just he left himself. You see this gold mine like this, and yeah, you can say, "Man, this gold mine sucks. I can't win against Set." Well, if you got that mindset and you don't do anything about it, well, sure. But your Gaia, you can make a tree line all the way from here up to here. You know, far enough out so the Pharaoh can't range it. And you can get it all the way up to here and then wall this and probably be okay. Because the whole thing started on just that early aggression. The Pharaoh, the Priest, and then the Serpents. And then
Even
you've
just
got...
building the mill buildings on the gold, you know the serpents is a common strategy in the current meta, so building those two things right on top of the gold allowed the serpents to pick off a few units for free because the units spawned into the serpent position.
Right. And yeah, the cheap hunting dog tech too. So you can age up and get your temple. His temple was it here? I think.
It was right on top of the gold, like kind of doing nothing. Like it,
Oh, it's up here.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
like the
that's you got to go
pharaoh and
forward.
priest could attack, but from behind the temple and still hit the
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, so just some poor building placement, not enough the
It did
trees.
not play Tetris very well this game.
No. So, and then just like last game, like the economy, I mean, he's still in it. He's Gaia, good eco. It's actually he is doing better than I thought he'd be doing. It's just the set. This set takes a little bit to get going. You gotta wait till kind of all the villagers pop out. But you can see 80 vills to 20, 19. So, but is set a hard counter to Gaia? I don't necessarily think so.
The early harass can be
Right.
overwhelming if played right or played wrong by the guy. I think that's where the biggest delta in this matchup is.
Yes, and we saw that there. I just think there's just ways around that as Gaia, just smarter tree placement, building placement. Because I mean, the tree here was at 5 minutes. I mean, it's too late. The Pharaoh was already here. But fun game though. This was it's been a close series. Nice little back and forth games. We go into the key game 3 here. Game number 3. Winner moves on in the next to the next round, and the loser, nice try, get to go home. And we'll get right into it. Game number 3. This should be Tigerboss's home map. I'm guessing it's gonna be. He might try Medit. Kronos on Medit, probably. Let's see. Yeah, Kronos versus Ra on Medit.
You do know what you're talking about. Way to call it.
So, anyway, we got Kimo on the left as Ra. We've got Tigerboss on the right as Kronos. Blue versus red. Again, as always, in 1v1, unless you change your colors. And we've got Ra versus Kronos. So this is actually a bit of a replay because when I played Kimo in the last Meta Plays tournament I played in, I went Kronos versus his Ra and Medit, and it was very close at the beginning. I was maybe a little bit of a targeting issue away from getting a dock down and potentially pushing through on water. So Kronos versus Ra, I think it's fairly even on Medit, but the Kronos has to do some good early pressure and not waste time. Double lumber camp here. The Kronos also has to advance at 4 minutes. the 430 is too slow here. So if Tigerboss goes for a 430, he probably loses. So yeah, you run forward and get that deconstruct in. Just a little bit of thing to just slow the raw player down. It's not super impactful as far as eco because
You
Kimo,
force the Vilt
but
idle
right,
time, you
and the
force
Pharaoh.
the Pharaoh idle time, and he loses what, at least one or two? Although I do wonder the
Probably one
timing.
boat.
Yeah, because there is a bit of gap there where the dock is idle to begin, so the
Right.
deconstruct kind of came with that overlapping idle period to begin with.
Kimo kind of did the wrong build too. You should only have 3 to wood here because you should anticipate the deconstruct, in which case there's no point in having 4 on wood early. He should already have some on the gold. But that's little things.
Does wisely switch the Pharaoh though, realizing probably that he doesn't need the extra wood. I think a lot of players would just have the Pharaoh on wood at the moment.
Tigerboss should have eaten this Auroch. That's another mistake that could be significant. He's also going for the 430. That's the biggest problem of all of this here. Is you got to do the 4 minute, which is, I believe it's just 4 boats, 4 fishing boats, maybe 3. I think it's 4. It's 4 fishing boats, and then just a little bit of idle time. Not a ton on the town center, but he's got too many fishing boats, and 430 is too slow. Like if you go on the Auroch, which is faster, gather rate, and the town center could have helped kill it right away anyway. And 4 boats max, you can age up it like just a little after 4 minutes. But the 430 is too slow, that's going to cost him. And our Pharaoh is Sneaky Bro. So yeah, the 430. Kimo is going to be a little bit slower than what he should be. A lot slower, actually. Unless he's going to force drop just a boatload of food. Here pretty quick. Yeah, he's got a lot of food sitting here. So he'll be up about 5 minutes. Almost should make another dock. Oh. Kimo does see that. If you're close...
And it wasn't really a lot of room to operate. I mean,
no.
he's got to know it's coming anyway, right?
Right.
So.
But like right now, the oracles, the Prometheans, they should be fighting now, and this dock should be not being allowed to go up. So this is where the 430 is a big problem. You gotta go with the 4 minute. He does have focus. Get in, maybe kill a few villagers. The priest.
That priest.
Oh, the priest jumps in
attack.
like a rabbit. See this?
Honestly, his best win condition might be the gold star. There's just that
No.
one tower.
Shifting sands eliminates everything here. This is the wrong target. He's lost. The tower here does nothing.
If you got term out and camp the gold a little, and there isn't a good shifting sands, I mean, I don't think he's gonna win water at this point.
Well, that's what you gotta do. You can't win land. Because the shifting sands, like, yeah, he got absolutely no value out of this age up. I mean, he might, no, he's not even gonna kill the Pharaoh. And our boat fight, I mean, he's got some decent pressure here, but you gotta go with the 4 minutes. I mean, this pressure did.
I agree with you. The 4 minute, all the difference in the world. You prevent the 4th dock going up. You can start chipping away at one of the docks. You deconstruct one, and then if you get that one dock that you start attacking down,
2.
then you're on 2 docks to 1, and that's how you win water by default and win this map.
Yep, that's what you gotta do. So it's gonna be tough because what Kimo can do here, it doesn't really care. He just about idle town center or idle fishing boat time. They can sit in here. It's not a big problem. He just needs to mass up enough boats to where he can win this fight. and he'll win it eventually. And we already got the temple being brought back.
Where did that priest go? I'm surprised he hasn't tried to snipe the priest, even with like a Promethean. It was one shot from dead.
Right here. It's got 10 HP. Hello, Rakanarwa. Nice to have you here. No, this isn't Cam. He's asleep. And Sneaky Bro is going to do what he needs to do. Kill those Prometheans. And Pharaoh should at this point finish off the rest of the oracles. And yeah, we've got some massive amount of boats being trained here. We've got 6 cabinets. Now 12 cabinets suddenly getting pushed out, and Tigerboss is fighting with half of his boats right now. Here come the rest. And this is not going to be a winning fight for Tigerboss, because the cabinets just are so much better because the bireams are weak. And really not good micro at all right now from Tigerboss. It's getting sucked in here.
It's rather we snipe the fishing ships and just fall back.
Yeah.
Use your speed.
What was that used on? Oh, a Valor. Wait a minute here.
Were the oracles in the temple?
They
Is that
were-
why none of them are?
They were in the temple. Oh, man. So we made these oracles to get in on the Valor, and either the oracles were still... they just get shifted anyway. That's just like a you suck, so I'm just going to shift these.
What are we watching?
Oh, now he had to train, or these were maybe the ones who came all the way back. Who's Tigerboss? Tigerboss is a player he's kind of come up through the extended edition and recently transitioned to Voobly. He plays Oranos mainly, and he's decent Oranos. I mean, he can win some decent games sometimes and play well, but I mean, kind of your stereotypical Oranos, I think, where, yeah, they can spam units and win some games, but beyond that, I'm not sure. But yeah, he's got some decent play behind him.
His eco management seems pretty well, which again, if you're Atlantean and can put a little pressure on and then just use your Atlantean eco behind that with good control, you can kind of out macro other players if you can force them into making some minor mistakes eco-wise.
Got a big fight here. Kimo should have fallen back a little bit further.
Eventually if he falls into the 4 docks, it's
yeah.
gonna be hard to...
But he's still winning this because these bireams just disappear. The numbers look good, but they just can't keep up. And Kimo should, I think. Maybe I'm off.
A lot of low ships though for Kimo.
Yeah, he needs to get back under the. Kimo kind of actually cost him himself a little bit here by fighting too far forward. And this kind of surprise late boat spam is doing really probably a little better than it should.
He lost most of his fishing ships as well from Kimo's perspective, and Tigerboss has been fishing untouched the whole time, so getting up 500 food. So if he shifts gold, I mean, if he gets heroic here, Tigerboss can make stuff happen.
Yeah, he's got some food in the bank, and Kimo's only at Oh man.
I did not expect that. I feel like with the closed off sides on this map and Kimo being raw, like if you take a TC or two, you still have some chance, right? Oh, 4 idle ships. I wonder if those were the difference in that game.
I don't know. This surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought that Tigerboss was lost after this early push that wasn't a push at all. I almost feel like Kimo must have just
Kimo empowering
messed
the
stuff up behind the scenes.
He almost lost the priest, then the pharaoh was distracted for a bit, and now the priest is empowering the wrong thing. I mean, was kind of sloppy. Tigerboss also did a really good job of getting a 3rd dock up to maximize the spam of the
but still, I mean,
bireams.
we have him using Valor on no oracles.
Then Kimo shifting
And then
those
Kimo
non-hero
shifts the
oracles.
non-hero oracles to his base. I don't know. This game was like, and I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone watching
Couldn't
a
he have
little
at
bit.
least got a Vil as well?
You can't shift villagers. What are you thinking? You're still in 2005?
Alright, I'm not up to date on my balance patches.
So, man, Kimo is defeated in the quarterfinals, and Mr. Tigerboss moves on to the semifinals. And again, I was calling Tigerboss out with that 430 age up, and I mean, this is my opinion, which may or may not be correct. It's my opinion, so it's probably not right. I just, the 430, the Ra should beat the 430. I feel, but it didn't. So Tigerboss kept to the just the all-out boat spam, just kept them coming, and Kimo just a little too far forward in some of these fights where coulda, shoulda, maybe woulda won the fights if he's a little bit further back, but he didn't. Tigerboss took advantage and really nice, really nice. I thought he cost himself at the 430, but
Did Kimo have any idle TC time? Because he was knocked off food or fish completely for a
yeah,
while there and wasn't. So
it's some
yeah,
here.
he had a lot. Look at it. It flatlined twice.
Yeah. Yeah, Kimo
That was
likes.
it. Kimo was all food and wood, and then got off fishing, so he fell behind in Vils. So Tigerboss just kept. Obviously, his eco was fishing and going full tilt, so Kimo just fell behind on the Vil count essentially. I mean, there were some other things, but I think that was probably the biggest factor.
Pharaoh, the priest here, questioning his existence. Why am I empowering this lumber camp? Well, nobody knows. Yeah, the remark. I agree, Magic. I can't believe that it took 20 years for people to realize that Rain was buffing wood. Like, it's so funny. And of course, through some talent in Vubli, it was patched out. But yeah, it's weird that it affected wood, and nobody knew it. They didn't say. No, I didn't know. I should have. But
JJ's been abusing Raw for 20 years. Just
didn't
saying.
even know. That shows how little how dumb I am. Why are you guys even watching me commentate? My main god that I played pretty much only Ra for years. Didn't even know. Didn't even realize. Like, hey, I'm getting more wood on this rain. Just the thing is, most times when you're using rain, like normally in a normal game, you really don't have anybody on wood then, so it's kind of like you just never really had the opportunity to see it. But nicely played by Tigerboss in the end. I was questioning Tigerboss if you were watching. I was doubting you, but you came through. You came through clutch. But God, it's just Kimo just I don't. This hurts. Fighting a little too far forward. But wow, did I give Tigerboss his last win? I didn't. Let's give him his win here. Give him the all two. So Tigerboss moves on. Kimo goes home and has now moved on, I think, since this game to Age of Empires 4. So maybe that's why he's been playing like 500 Age of Empires 4 games every day. It's because he's got kicked out of this tournament. But all right, well, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to gotta go to bed, get up early for work tomorrow. But this was fun. Ryfang, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Interesting series. Not what I was expecting to watch tonight, but
No, I didn't think it would. Man, I tell you what, with me here, Ryfang on the Discord and Magic in the chat, this is like 2004 RTS League all over. TOAO for life. Yeah. Man. It's like a trip in the old time machine here. Ooh-wee. You know what? Speaking of that,
I'm gonna pull up that RTSL game of the three of us that we watched a month or two ago.
where are these old games?
I
Where
do
did I
not
put
need to
on?
watch that again.
Old Rex. They gotta be an old Rex here. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, here we are. Oh, yeah, baby. Old games. This might not load or won't load right. But yeah, here we are. Back in 2004. Chrono JJ in the ISIS pre-Raw days. TOAL Thylex, aka Magic right here. In the purple playing his best Kronos and then Ryfang. All the way in the top right.
Did Magic catch the first? I doubt he caught it, but we passed this game before, and let's just say it was interesting.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
JJ. JJ was better than both of us combined.
This is the good old days.
Magic
Oh,
pretty
man.
much just went pure Terma and got no eco upgrades for the first 15 minutes, but he did do a pretty job rating. I just kind of sat around for their 20 minutes and did nothing before eventually going Titan. And JJ just fought his butt off the whole game and carried us.
Yeah, I had like 3 times the kills of like everybody else. But I don't remember when I cast this. I don't have time now, Magic. I gotta go to bed, or we'd kind of like fast forward through it again. But these
You
old
could fast forward
games.
through it real quick. Play fast will take like 5 minutes.
Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I gotta close out and go back to the original patch. Okay, you talked me into it. It didn't take much.
It's, considering we just watched a bunch of awful AOT, we may as well watch a bit more.
Oh, that was not awful. It's Kimo. Kimo Tigerboss. In the end, that was a fun series. I enjoyed it. Well, congratulations
Neither of them
to
were at their
Tigerboss.
best.
But hey, a win is a win. Anytime you can get a win. Oh, I'm gonna have to re-share
Oh.
here. What? Hey, yo, Soy Flacco, you gotta calm yourself here. I gotta stand up for my guy Magic. We go way back. Where are we at here? Oh, Old Rex. All right, yeah, okay. TOAO versus EH. All right, let's zoom in on our hero of the night, Mr. Thylex, aka Magic here. Let's see, what do we got? We got a lot of action here. It's now 35 seconds and he's sent his first Oracle moving somewhere. The other two are...
That is hunting dogs. That might be the last eco upgrade of the season for about 15 minutes or so.
This
But at
might
least he
be
got something.
the only... Uh-oh, Becca says I'm being too loud. But we got the hunting dogs. We gotta calm it down here. Hunting dogs, the only tech of
You
the
gotta
game.
monitor his eco text to see when he gets the second one of the game.
It's gonna be a while. All right. And he got a nice brisk advance here.
Oh, he was playing Kronos. I thought he was Oranos.
No, he's Kronos.
He's raiding
Way
with
forward.
slow Terma the whole time.
Oh, we've got, this guy went back. Took a walk there. Ooh, we've got the forward temple down here. The really brisk, man, these old games, just so crazy, the age ups. I mean, everybody's so slow.
Only like 7 minutes this game or something.
Yeah, this is the olden days too, where it was just pure Terma all game. We got the Valor on the Oracles. Let's see. This is Thylex first assault here, along with our. Look at this big raid, key raid. Oh, what are we doing? Oh man. Oh, Sphinx puts that back. You know, this is just like watching Magic playing AoE 4 now. I mean, you get the units just queued up next to the buildings. You know, real slow, casual.
Very high level.
Very high level. He's at 56 to 55 pop, and probably will be at that for quite some time until he loses his oracles here.
Used Valor and almost got a tower down for it.
Yep. Let's see how long he's at 55. Oh man, it's Magic. He built it. Look though. Gather points weren't invented back in this day yet.
Focus on the other players a little. Give people JJ with some nice pressure at least.
Yeah, see? I'm forcing defensive.
Wait, why did they AE there? Our ancestor there.
They
rather.
couldn't handle the pressure. We gotta
Oh wait,
pressure
is this where magic fails to kill the 1 HP villager?
I
I bet it is. Remember this epic moment?
Yeah. Yeah, 3 hit points. Nope. Nope. We don't
Yeah,
want to kill
yeah,
it.
don't kill it, magic. Just
Oh,
just be nice.
Just run on past. In fact, let's path right on top of the boulder here.
I mean, kill the villager or suicide yourself. I mean, I went with the suicide option.
But he's got. Nope. See, that army died, so he could go raid again. That's how it works.
Well, only one army at a time.
Yes, so that's all. That's all he's got the APM for.
How are the eco upgrades going?
Oh, he's got hunting dogs. You meanwhile though.
Yeah, I with the 10-minute forward build without Pharaoh Empowerment and then not making military to back it up, we'll just ignore that.
Let's see. Does he get this villager? He's coming down here again. No, don't worry. This is consistency. Yeah,
At least
nice
you're
score.
safe and not being rallied forward to die.
Greed is pretty good. Where is he
And
going?
he's
back
raiding,
here?
unlike. Is that a no? That's a different villager, right? It was yellows that was low before.
Yes! Oh,
Doing
man.
damage. It's better than me.
Man, 12-year-old Magic was probably like jumping up and down in his room. But this is back when Valor valored 4 units. How broken is that?
I see using it on bills wasn't a priority yet. I also see that manners to protect your hunt bills were not part of the meta either.
Look at this guy. We got counter barracks for days. Oh, is he gonna redeem himself? Get this villager here. Come on. Right here. Come on, you. Ooh.
God power usage of these games. is just
Well, you have to
something else.
consider I was playing, so it's probably like, he got it. Yes.
All right, he redeemed himself a little bit.
Oh man. I
He
love this.
Did absolutely nothing. 7, 8,
All
10
right.
barracks spam that he doesn't even have the eco to support.
We need to bring
Alright,
Count Von Count in from Sesame Street here. Von Count the barracks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count the barracks all with auto queue on
There are
Terma.
more being built to the right. Keep counting.
Oh, these.
Oh no, those are military
Yeah,
barracks. He mixed
yeah.
things up a bit.
Ooh.
My wonderful forward base without any military to support it.
All right, let's fast forward for a while here.
Has magic eco upgrades. 14 minutes in.
Hunting
Alright,
dogs.
he's still got hunting dogs. At least he's got something.
He does have 2 town centers, though.
Zika's probably still better than mine. He's actually done damage.
Is this a new game? Man, this was top of the line back in
How are my
2004.
eco upgrades going?
Hey, look at that you got. You what you need.
Got something. Magic was taking a good fight there.
Look at me though. See, I'm ahead of the. Look at this.
Like I said, you were better than both of us combined. You've got more eco upgrades than both of us
Hey,
combined.
the classic Kira Ballista versus Slinger. All right, what do we got here? Let's focus in on this huge army. Terma, come up here. Magic looking good.
Right bang with no army 15 minutes into the game still.
That's typical. Saving
But
right
he is building a Titan.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. This might be the end of the Terma army here. Do we retreat? Is there any retreat? In Magic's vocabulary, it looks like no. No, in fact, he's coming in more.
This is not looking good.
He's coming in with more. Oh, he does retreat. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Does Son of Osiris stop them, or do they have to go help yellow because they're killing you, or you're killing yellow?
We're fighting over here. Let's see. This was 2004, so I was 16? Yep, 16. back in this day. So Terma back in the old days were actually, they got nerfed pretty decently back in the beginning. They got 50-40 wood. I think they got changed to more now, isn't it? Here you go. See, look at you though.
Magic doesn't know which teammate to save. We're both kind of in terrible shape here.
Oh,
But
and
I'm going Titan because that was the
with
highly skilled playstyle with the Son of Osiris in power.
this is so broken. So broken. Look how fast it's building. You need. Oh man, so broken.
How is Magic holding?
Oh man, these Terma are holding against the camels
If you
here.
just build 200 Terma, they hold eventually.
He's sending units in at faster pace, and look, he's coming over here. It's like he could only help one ally at a time. So now that he's done sending units over to you, oh, here comes the troop.
This is funny. Blue tries to stop the Titan with the Son of Osiris. Not happening. I'd say if either side actually had siege to help push, we would have lost so badly.
You could fire, yeah, oh yeah, original game. You can empower the Titan gate. Not on no, yeah, the original game launched. Here we got still the endless fight.
JJ literally probably built more military units than anyone.
All right, what do we got here?
I might not be able to micro a lot of units, but I can micro one unit very well. So watch this Titan micro. Look at all the units I'm killing.
Deconstruct.
The damage. There's a lot of good value there.
I love the medium
JJ,
Terma.
this is where you start getting doubled and in trouble.
Yeah, I've been getting doubled the entire game. Probably tripled. But here comes Magic coming over to save the day. Look at him. Oh yeah. Look at this guy. Oh.
Oh, they've got Murmula out. The pure Terma comp for Magic is not gonna do too well here.
Alright. He's coming. He's coming. Don't worry. Man, it's a good thing you got a Titan.
So this is the thing where the game shifts. Now if you do Fog of War, red just switches to 100% priest army now that the Titan's out, and basically spends the next 10 minutes chasing my Titan around the map with 30 priests.
He took himself out. It's a great game of tag.
I love it. Now all three players are focusing on this left side of the map.
Magic though, he knows where it's at. The Titan, he sees his hero, Ryfang with the Titan. So Magic's got to get one. And eco upgrades, hunting dogs.
We're only 25 minutes in. There's still time.
But look at this little side push here, the secret push from the temple.
I love what I'm doing now.
All the way
I'm
for
just
right here.
Slowly building an army. Now that we're 30 minutes in, I decide to slowly start making some army to help.
This is key. I also need to... I remember telling Magic, it's really weird how I remember, is to wait and use Implode on all of the priests. So at some point he finally listens to me.
Well, the ballista are there too, so if you get priest and the ballista, it's... Yeah, there we go. Boom.
Man,
And the
look.
red got his entire pop for the past 5 minutes just to that 30 priest army that's been used to chase my Titan.
Hold on,
halfway
who's
across
red?
the map.
He's at 135 pop.
Priests. I love how I build a Titan and then send it to
Where'd
the
they all
complete
go?
opposite side of the map.
Oh man. Oh, he had to protect his Tartarian gate here.
What's Magic on
69.
69 pop. 26 mins in. Looks like those eco upgrade, or lack thereof, are coming back to haunt him a bit.
Magic sitting at 0 APM right now.
I don't know, he might be bringing those llamas.
We still got
JJ still doing all the carrying. Yellow looked like he was pretty good. Him and you were probably clearly the best two players in the game. Here's where the Titan micro comes in handy.
Look at this. Man, we were
Preemptively eclipsing, unlike we saw in that first game of today.
Yeah, see? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on.
This is where Red loses all his villagers and taps out of the game.
Oh yeah. 94%. And we got Magic's Titan coming in behind.
Red has built a second max pot priest army. Meanwhile, I'm slowly pushing and have taken his third TC down. Now that he's committed to priest for the past 20 minutes. Ryfang's 30 minutes in has entered the game with a military. Magic's still making Terma, not altering his strategy.
Titan went that far forward and decided better. I don't know, I think I went like pure slinger this game, it seems like.
Magic wisely running from the Red's massive priest army.
How did Pink get past trials? Man, we were just happy to have a third person show up to our RTS League games back then. Still a hunting dogs, that's all you needed. Son, you can't. Magic has done a lot.
Killed 4 villagers at least.
I want to see this. See how he manages it. Ooh!
Got the surround of the Son of Osiris, but he's focusing priest instead.
A random eclipse from Red.
That mummy is doing an extra 3 DPS on that Titan. It's a good use of eclipse.
And Ryfang just mauling through the right.
If you just buy me 30 minutes of time, I'll come through for you.
Look, Magic knows. Magic's the only one who showed up. This full army of Terma is going to do some work here.
Red with the 30 priest army, completely ignoring that his base and villagers are now dead, but he's got a big ball of priests.
They're all just so focused on this stupid Titan.
Blue worried about the Titan fights, ignoring his base getting destroyed as well. JJ actually facing a competent opponent, still an intense battle all game.
Yeah, my score is all just in kills.
You and Yellow are clearly so much better than everybody else in this game, it's not even funny. I love how I'm just suddenly carrying despite having done nothing the first 25 minutes.
I know. You did absolutely diddly squat all game. Look at these farms!
Now, clearly Teal is carrying this game massively and did all the hard work.
Yeah, I think your quest here is to see which one can walk the furthest for farming. Magic! Oh, eco upgrades. Ooh, hunting dogs. Man, I'm getting overrun here. Man, but look at Ryfang.
Carried hard all game, and you kind of dropped off a little at the end here, but clearly.
Ooh, Magic's. Look at this. Man, see, I knew there was talent under here. He's over here.
Oh, he's trying to snipe yours. But the carry from
look at
Teal
this.
is too much. They might be winning or killing the Titans, but I've got 3 bases left.
Big win right here.
Did he get to your Titan?
No.
No, your
way.
Titan got out. Alright.
No way. Easy win. No doubt.
This game was just such a crap show. You
I
parrying massively for whatever, Magic at least doing
Ooh.
some harassment and
ooh,
distraction early, me just doing absolutely nothing for 25 minutes and then
Like,
deciding that I'll show up
I
towards
th-
the end.
I think Magic researched 4 technologies: Classical Age, no, 5: Classical Age, Heroic Age, Mythic, Titan, and Hunting Dogs.
Here,
I'm
Joe's.
pretty sure he has 5 technologies. He does 5.
Never seen that.
It's minimalistic.
I don't think we caught on to that the first time we watched this.
He got 5 technologies, 4 age ups, and hunting dogs. Oh man. Yeah, me and Yellow. 562 killed for me, 465 for Yellow. Like, we had more than everybody else combined.
What were the economies like that game?
You,
Oh
really
my
good.
gosh.
And we were way behind in Eco, but it's the Titans.
Look, I did get a lot of value out of my Titan killing military units and obviously avoiding Fred's priests.
Oh man. Don't know if they ever improved since. The good old days. I got a few more of these old wrecks from this time period. Yeah, this was for RTS League. So RTS League season 1. But all right, Magic, you take care. Say hi to the lovely bride for me. Hope you two are doing well in life. So
Skopos.
it's cool.
Burek.
It's nice to step back
Burek.
once in a while and take a look at these old games and just kind of
Burek. Yuji.
remember the old days.
Part new game that hadn't been mastered, part us
Yuji.
being
Burek.
young kids who probably weren't that great at gaming.
Man, it was just the world was wide open back then. I
But
mean,
I was like 14, and I think Magic is a year or two younger than me, so he was
yeah,
what,
12. He
13 or
said he was
12?
12.
So
Skopos.
12.
So you have 12 years old, 14 years old, and 16 years old over on this team. Man, 2004. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'd better go. It's time for me to go to bed. So appreciate all of you. Catch you another time.